for this Keto Confidence 101, Keto 101. We want you to have all of the tools and resources necessary to live the ketogenic way of life to achieve whatever goal you want to achieve, whether it's weight loss, whether it is treating some sort of disease that some people might say is uncurable without the standard medicines. No matter what it is that you are battling with, we want to help you because keto really does have a myriad of health benefits. So our next interviewee is Valerie Williams. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can invite her on. Come on in the room, beautiful.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I am phenomenal. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm great.
Awesome, awesome. So everyone, thank you so much for being on with us all day today, learning about keto, ketones, ketosis, and how you can also start living this ketogenic lifestyle. And I want to welcome Miss Valerie Williams on the line with us tonight. Hey, Valerie, how are you?
I am doing great. How are
I'm
you?
phenomenal. Thank you so much for taking time out of your vacation. I know you are out of town visiting with loved ones, so thank you for taking a moment just to come on and share with everyone your testimony about keto. I've seen you dropping weight and I've seen your pants getting loose. So just if you would, just tell us a little bit about how you started with keto and how you're loving the process.
Well, actually, what made me decide to do it, I've been and I've watched keto from the beginning, and I was just one of those, skeptics saying that, oh, I really don't need to lose weight. I think I'm okay. But earlier this year, it had to be around March somewhere. I was actually out shopping looking for a dress for an event. And I tried on my normal size. It didn't fit.
Oh,
I went to the next size. It didn't fit.
oh,
And when I actually had to go up to a size 12, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? And then my sister, a lot of people they may not know, but Donna is my sister, Donna Clayton.
oh, I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, yes, Donna's my older sister, and she has been doing the keto for quite some time. She started like at the beginning of the year. And when I went down to Miami to visit, she was actually weighing less than me. And I'm like, no, that has never happened. And then that was first. And then from there, when I had the incident with the dress size, I said, you know what, the 90-day challenge came about. And I said, you know what, I'm going to find a team. I'm going to hop on. And Missy L, Kaisha Missy L, she was the team, she said, do you want to join the team? I'm like, fantastic, let me get on board. And so my ultimate goal was just to get on to lose probably, around 20, 15 to 20 pounds. And once I got started, this has just been a fantastic process. So I actually got started with the 90-day challenge. And and for me, it was that um, I started going through the keto flu in the beginning.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was one that actually, but once, and the best part of being a part of this community and coming into, having the Bulafit community from Wakai Perfection is that the same day when I realized something was really wrong, Dr. Lundell came on and he did a post exactly about if you are experiencing these and you're going through, and it was just like bam, bam, bam. So I got up within a day, I was fine. That's when the process just really got started. So I actually started dropping inches in the beginning before the weight actually came off. So I dropped maybe like an inch, within a week or two. And I'm like, okay, the next day it was like 2 inches. And then that's when I started seeing the weight just start, actually dropping. Yeah.
That is so amazing because I too, well, for me, I lost the weight first and then I stalled for several months, but the inches were still coming off. So I tell people stay off the scale and don't compare your success and your journey to someone else's because we
Yeah.
all are different. We all have different bodies. We all have different DNA, different makeup. So my keto success and your keto success is going to be completely different from the next person's. But one thing we
Yeah,
can
it
say is
is.
you will have keto success if you stick with it. However, sometimes it's not going to be the weight on the scale. Sometimes it's going to be the
Right.
inches. And even when I had stalled out for about a month or two, I still just look smaller and smaller by the day. So really, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can weigh yourself. I wouldn't weigh yourself every day, but take your measurements, take those before and after pictures. Pictures speak
Hmm.
volumes. So when you get started, that's another
Yes.
great way that you can measure your success along the way, not just the scale, but taking those pictures and the measurements. And it's, I was laughing when you were
Yeah.
talking about your sister because I have a younger sister. She's 7 years younger than me, and she's always been very in shape, very small, very skinny. And I went to her
Hmm.
house the other day, and I was going out, and she hated what I had on. She said it was hideous. She wasn't letting me go out to any party with what I had on, and I thought I looked cute. I had on some zebra striped leggings, and I had on a shirt, and it was frilly and cut up, and she was like, mm-mm. She was like, let me go get you an outfit. And I'm like, go get me an outfit out of your closet? Because I've always been like 100 pounds heavier than my sister. So when she went
Right. Yeah.
upstairs, I didn't think she was going to come back downstairs to something that I can fit. And the picture that has been like running rampant on Facebook where me in that black romper, that was my sister's outfit. And I've never in my
Beautiful.
life been the same size as
Yeah.
my sister.
Yeah. Beautiful. And that's the same with me. I've always been smaller than her. Hmm.
Yeah.
But now it's reversed. But probably we're back on the same page right about now. But it's been a fantastic journey, and the best part about it, Tia, is that I I didn't realize until last week. I'm like, okay, I'm not experiencing, you know, my normal menopausal symptoms.
Mm.
What's going on? So I did a little research. I said and found out, a keto diet, a keto lifestyle will actually help. It can help improve menopause symptoms.
Wow. Now that is going to be
Hmm.
helpful for somebody. I know somebody on this live stream is clapping right now, like, yes, let me do the research. Let me find out how I can get rid of these menopausal symptoms because I've not reached menopause yet, but I have a lot of friends who have. And when those personal summers come along, when those hot flashes come along, get out
Oh,
of the way. It seems like it's worse than PMS.
and it's so funny because I didn't realize until we came to the end of the challenge. I'm like, oh, I'm not freezing the house. I'm not dropping the air condition, nothing. I'm not doing anything. And so once I wonder, does keto actually help with menopause? And sure enough, it helps. I was doing the research, said it can help control the insulin control. These are like some six symptoms, that can help with menopause. Weight loss, the reduction of hot flashes. And let me tell you, those personal summers, as you were saying, and the hormone balance, when I tell you, it has just been outstanding. Because at one point, my hormone balance was so off until the doctor actually gave me some medication. But I was like, mm-mm. Because they don't want to give you the estrogen to put back into your body because it could cause problems for the heart and everything else. So they prescribe now a low dose, depression
Oh,
medication.
wow.
I'm like, no,
Wow.
yeah, hmm that's what they actually prescribe for me.
Well, I've
And
seen those
so,
antidepressant commercials, and when they start rattling off all of the symptoms, like you're like, well, I'm better off without it. It then could cause suicidal thoughts. No, I'm good. And like, it's so
yeah.
many different things that those medications cause. I'm so glad that the keto
Mhm.
was able to help you with your symptoms as opposed to having to take something like that because that just does not sound like a
Yeah.
fun life being on those type of
Not at
antidepressants.
all. Not at all. Because let me tell you, you haven't gotten it, and you may never go through menopause. Some women don't, but those of us who have had those experiences, it can get so bad. It's like every time you close your eyes to go to sleep, it's just like then you have this hot flash, and so it can become rampant where it's just back to back to back to back to back, and you don't get any sleep. And that's when the mood swings and everything start coming in. So I haven't had any,
Wow.
none.
That's a reason to stay
None.
keto alone. That is incredible.
Yes, yes. It is. It is. Let me tell you, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And it's just, And I was just looking at something popped up the other day. Is I think you was just talking about the side effects from all the medication. One of my high blood pressure medications that I was taking, it had over 90 major side effects.
Wow.
90. And I'm like, can you imagine? You just, and we take it trusting, but this is my story. Everybody's story will be different, and results are different for everyone. But I don't take anything now. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing at all. It all started with the turmeric and the ginger and the daily detox. So
Wow.
I tell you, this lifestyle for me, it is just fantastic. I was looking at one of your interviews earlier in reference to how, for me, what worked for me was meal prep, especially for my breakfast. And that helped me, stay successful. It was, me meal prepping my meals, instead of trying to go out and do various things. For me, I'm one of those people that I have to have some structure. So I would,
Well,
it's
I am definitely lazy keto. I'm not about to prep anything. However, for all the people that are watching that are like you and they want to be organized, they want to have the stuff already in the refrigerator, already ready, can you share with us some of your meal preps? Like, what do you do like on a weekly basis or daily basis, or how do you prep the meals? What does that look like for you?
Well, like for basically the only meal that I really prepped was breakfast. And so I would have like boiled eggs boiled, and I would make the almost like quiche, but it's the egg muffins.
Yes.
So I would do that, like on a Saturday or Sunday, and I would do bacon, sausage, whichever, or just a vegetable egg muffin. And so, and once I would put enough in the refrigerator, and the rest I would freeze. They are it's so convenient because you can freeze them. And as you need it for the next day, you take it out and put it in the refrigerator. And I kept avocados to, have my healthy fat with it. And I may have a little fruit, some berries or something to go with it. But everything, my other meals, I had to actually remind myself to eat a lot of days, try to, force myself to eat lunch because I did not want it. I was still full.
Yeah.
And dinner, was just something, I just go in and fix, a normal dinner. And I tell you, a lot of us, and for me, I was one of the ones that felt, okay, this is really going to be hard. I really don't want to go through all of this. But even going out, I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama, so I actually came over. I've been launching and spreading the keto word. It's not only out here just vacationing over here vacationing, but we went out to a pizza place last night, and they actually had cauliflower crust.
What?
Yes,
Wow. I've not
they
yet
actually
experienced that at a restaurant. That makes me very excited. That makes me want to go to Birmingham this week to give it a try.
yeah, yeah. I actually pulled. I came home with one. It's Pyology. This is
Wow.
the pizza place. And when I walked in, I'm like, cauliflower crust.
Wow.
Yeah,
That just shows you
fantastic.
how popular the keto diet really is, and everybody is adapting. When mainstream starts to
Everybody.
adapt to keto, you can't go to any grocery store without seeing a magazine with a cover talking about keto. You can't go to any
Mm-hmm.
bookstore without keto recipe books being right
Yeah,
there in the forefront. Everybody is talking about keto right now.
yeah.
All the stars are doing
Mm-hmm.
keto. We know that Beyonce did keto after she had the twins. We know that LeBron James did keto when he was trying to cut weight.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
there are so many people that are doing it. Holly Berry lives by the keto diet. So right now it's so
Yeah.
popular that everybody is adjusting to keto because so many people are living that low carb, high fat lifestyle. But I'm really excited to know that pizza places are now serving cauliflower pizza. You made my day. That excited me as much as the
Sure.
menopause story. I'm so glad we are doing this interview because we are setting some people free with this information.
And, and let me tell you, and then they have every topping that you want. You put on, and it's one price. So that's it was, and I'm going to look for it over when I get back home to Atlanta, but I don't know if it's there or not. But I tell you, it was just everything keto that I wanted was right
Wow.
there.
That is so cool. Like I need to find some place like that in Cleveland. I didn't even realize that they were doing that. I know that Domino's is doing it in some other countries, but they're not doing it in the US yet. But I did not know that
Mm,
there were restaurants that were doing
yeah,
that here. That is so exciting for me.
yeah,
I love pizza. That's my one
yeah.
weakness. So that's great information. So I know that you are out
Yeah.
of town enjoying yourself, so I don't want to hold you long. But can you give any like
Oh,
last?
listen, that's okay. Anything for something that has helped me and the transformation I've seen in you and some of our other business partners, it doesn't matter. You see, I'm here in Bulafit,
I
so
love it.
I'm spreading the word wherever I go. So I have been out. My goal, my ultimate goal is to help as many people as I can, to understand that there is a better way.
There is.
There's a better way. Yeah.
And it's easy. I know at the beginning of the interview you were talking about the keto flu and how easily you snapped out of it. So some people hear about the keto flu and that makes them not want to try the diet, but it really
Yeah.
is as simple as adding some salt or electrolytes to your meals
Yeah.
on purpose. Because the one thing about keto is you're not you're not retaining water like you used to when you were eating all the
Mhm.
carbs. So you can get dehydrated easier, you get lightheaded. I know I experienced all of that. And it was
Yeah.
something
Mhm.
so simple as adding more salt to your diet.
Mhm.
So when you
Mhm.
were experiencing the keto flu, what worked for you?
Actually, I did a combination of both. I did the salt and more fat intake. And that was me because I don't add salt to anything. I don't eat it. I have not done it in years. And so I knew then I was lacking salt intake because I was feeling dizzy and just feeling sick. Like I was just at this one point, I'm like, oh my God, am I going to have to go to the hospital? And that's how bad I was feeling. And so then I realized, I said, I wasn't eating enough.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was not, but I wasn't hungry. But I had to force myself. So I went out and I bought tons of avocados. I just added avocado to every meal. Then I added salt, the pink, the kosher salt, the sea salt. I just started adding it into, my food. And at one point I actually, and I started increasing our mineral caps.
Mm.
So I was using that, I added that to it and everything. But
Well,
it was just,
it really is that simple. It's just like that simple adjustment because when you start the keto diet, like for me, I used to put salt on everything, but once you start getting like keto is a great detoxifier. So once you start getting the toxins out of your
Mhm.
system, then your body becomes
Yeah,
really sensitive to the taste of salt. So everything tastes overly salty
yeah.
when actually it probably isn't.
Hmm.
But after you get all those toxins
Yeah.
out of your system, you don't want to add the salt because it sometimes tastes like it's already salty enough. And so just having to
Hmm.
add that back into your diet, there's simple things you can do. Some people told me to eat a pickle or drink chicken broth. I actually don't eat any meat, but when I started keto, I introduced pork rinds into my life again because that was salty. And I swear pork
Yeah.
kept me on keto. Without it, I don't know if I would have survived because
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was lightheaded. So it's just those
Uh,
simple things.
yeah, it was simple because see, I'm one that during breakfast time, I was never a meat person to eat meat during breakfast. So that was something like bacon I really don't care for. I really never ate. And if I did eat bacon, it was maybe turkey bacon or I ate chicken sausage or something like that. But so for me to get that intake, the salt from the bacon and everything, and that was my problem. So now, I do incorporate, but I do have my skins, my chicharrones. So that's what, carry me through. And if I feel myself where I know I don't have enough salt intake, I'll just get a glass of, my bottle of water and add some of our sea salt into it, a cup, maybe a little drop or two, and then I'll get right on back, what during the beginning of it. But now I know what to do, how to eat and stuff. So I haven't had that problem anymore.
Yes, I haven't had that problem either, but like we said, it's such a simple fix. And I know with our keto fuel, which is our meal replacement shake, which tastes so yummy, delicious without anything, but I started adding salt to that. Just, a little sprinkle of
Yeah.
salt, and that alone was
Mm.
helping me with my mornings. But now I do a lot of intermittent fasting, so I usually don't have the keto shake because you can replace any meal with it. I usually don't have that keto shake until maybe like lunchtime now that I do the intermittent fasting.
And that's exactly what I did. That's when I have my shake at lunchtime.
Awesome,
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
All right. So, are there any final tips or tricks that you would like to share with everyone about how they can just easily start keto and do it successfully?
Listen, if you're sitting on the fence and you just like went, oh, because I know everybody I said, when I said I was going to do keto, they were telling me it was so hard, it's so hard. No, it is not. It's truly not. And Wakaya Perfection product, our products, the BulaFit system has really made it's so simple to where if you are really thinking of, you thought about it, you considering it, just commit to yourself 90 days. Give us 90 days and we will help you through, because I tell you, our BulaFit community with all, with Owen McKibben, our the fitness experts. We have Dr. Lundell. They helped me through this process, and it's all about staying connected, being involved. Getting on the Fridays, the BulaFit Zoom and everything to hear and get the information. But the best part about it, you can just come in if you have a question, just come in and post it up, and somebody's going to answer you. I don't care who it is. But if you're on the fence and you have considered it, or if you're someone you've been one who have just been um, a person up and down, dealing with your weight, and you want to make a change, try keto. Try this BulaFit. Try our BulaFit system. We have everything you need. You won't listen. How Atara Dallas used to say, you give me 1% of your trust, I'm going to gain the other 99. With our keto, it's the same way.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And that is one thing that's one reason why I feel like everybody who has decided to try the ketogenic way of life with our BulaFit system has been so successful, because we are not just selling you to get on keto. We're here to support you. There's so many different ways that you get support by trying the BulaFit system. We do have our Facebook group dedicated to our BulaFit program. We do have our Dr. Randy Lundell, who is always dropping the keto knowledge. We have so many keto experts. Blake Graham helped me along the way. He's one of the diamonds in our organization, and I absolutely love Blake Graham. Yeah. We do have Owen McKibben, who is a 17-time cover model for Men's Health. So he is there also to help us get our bodies in shape. We also have Christy Kaminsky, who was on, I believe, The Bachelor, and she is one of our fitness gurus for the keto diet. So every Friday she's doing those workout routines for us. Oh, McKibben is doing workout routines. And we also do have that Friday morning live stream where you're getting all of your keto questions answered. So there's just so much available, so many resources available to you if you decide that you want to give us a try, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I would at least say stick to it for 90 days. The first 30 days, you're just kind of getting in the flow, getting your feet wet. But really, 90 days is going to pass anyway. So you might as well be doing something that's going to benefit your life. So thank you so much, Valerie, for hopping on the line. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you and your time. You could be doing anything, but you decided to be on with us. And we just want to say, whoever invited you to this live stream event, get back to them and say, yes, I am ready to make that one decision that will positively change my life. So thank you so much, Miss Valerie.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of their evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.